Do you have any ID on you?
ID for what?
Yes, because I'm asking you for ID.
Did I break a law?
You don't have to break a law for me to ask you ID.
Yeah, I do.
No,
Statute code 901.151, man.
Look at me.
Am I being legally detained?
I'm not detaining you. I'm asking for your ID.
Okay, so you can't ask me
Do
for
you
my
have
ID.
any ID?
I don't. Are you asking?
Are you a size 9 shoe? I can ask you whatever you want.
Why? I don't want to speak to you, sir. I want to disengage this conversation. Am I being detained?
Now you are, because
For what? For what crime?
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? What am I doing here?
Because
Same
I
reason.
got a call.
Same reason why everybody's doing here. I'm taking video of this beautiful city.
I got a call.
Okay, so then
From the bank
investigate.
that are concerned about you filming their bank.
So is that illegal?
To film a bank.
Is that illegal?
I need to know why you're filming the bank.
You don't need to know nothing, bro. I don't got to tell you. I'm recording the beautiful city here, bro. That's all I'm doing, bro.
Okay,
That's all
so
I'm
you
doing.
were never in the bank. You were never on their property.
I don't answer
You
questions.
never went
I don't
inside.
have to answer those type of
If I go
questions.
in there and I say, were you inside?
Go investigate.
You're going to be detained.
Go ahead.
And if
Detain
you
me
don't
for what
provide
crime?
If you don't provide me
For
what I
what
need,
crime?
I will arrest you for obstruction.
For what crime?
I already told you.
Did I break a law?
I said, if you would stop moving.
Do you suspect me of a crime? I don't want to. I don't want to
it is.
speak to you no more. Am I being
You know what it
detained
is. Yes,
legally?
you are.
For what crime, man?
I'm going to tell you in a minute. But now
Can you
you're
give me
being
your
detained.
supervisor, man? What's your name and badge number? What's your name
I'll
and
give that to you too.
What's your name and badge number?
give that to you too.
You're threatening my freedom, bro. What's your name and badge number?
Don't take anyone inside.
What's your name and badge number? I didn't go
give that to
inside.
you.
I never went inside. What's your
I
name
will
and
give
badge
that to
number?
you.
What
I'm
is
not
it?
done yet. When I'm done with my job, I'll give you what you
Okay,
need.
then I'm not gonna give you what you want.
That's fine.
That's it. Call your supervisor, bro.
When I'm
I
done,
didn't come here for this, bro.
When I'm done,
I'm taking video of the whole fucking city. What's wrong with that? So then what's the problem?
because we got a call by you.
What? Who called?
I don't have to tell you that.
Okay, then whoever you think that called, go investigate.
who called.
Then go investigate, bro.
We are.
Go ahead.
But you're not allowed to leave until I find
Dude,
out what's going
okay,
on.
that's fine. So you're detaining me
Yes.
for what crime?
Because you got called on by somebody.
Is that a
who's
crime?
suspicious.
What suspicious is that a misdemeanor or a felony? That's not a crime.
Neither one.
Exactly. So I don't have to give you idea unless I commit a crime about or has.
You're doing this, but you're not doing this.
Why do I gotta do
You're on
this?
For 5 seconds, I'll explain it to you.
Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'll give it to
I
you.
can ask you whatever I want.
Okay.
Whether you answer or not is up to you.
Okay.
I can ask you what your shoe size is.
Okay.
I can ask you what you have for breakfast.
Okay.
I can ask you if you're lactose intolerant. You don't have to tell me anything. You are right. So I can ask you anything I want. I can ask you how old your
What's
mother
with the attitude, bro?
Because you came with an attitude to me.
I don't have no attitude.
Yeah, you do. You do right now. Your body,
What's with the attitude?
your mouth, the way you're acting.
That's how I am, bro. That's my
Yeah?
expression, bro.
Okay, me too then. That's just me. That's how I am.
You should be a little more professional, bro.
I don't have to be.
You don't have to be?
Right, right? You can do whatever you want. So can I. It applies to me just like it applies to you.
No, are you done?
Nope, not yet.
You illegally detained me, bro. This is why I record you guys. To test you guys, to see if you guys respect our rights. Yeah, I was recording through there. You don't have to come with your attitude.
I do.
No, you can
I'm
have to
allowed
come
to.
it. No, you're allowed, but you look ridiculous right now, dude. You illegally detained me. What's your name and badge number? Now I'm gonna go file a complaint.
Do it.
You can't just...
Welcome back, everybody. As many of you guys know, I'm a law enforcement trainer and instructor. I train and instruct military and law enforcement all over the country on various law enforcement disciplines to include constitutional law, case law, patrol tactics, use of force, advanced criminal investigations, etc. And I get videos like this sent to me all the time, and I get asked, hey, how do we fix this? How do we go about fixing the things that we see in law enforcement? And there's no one-size-fits-all kind of thing here, but ultimately, you know, in this case, again, I don't know this Fort Worth officer. I'm imagining he's Fort Worth because of his collar devices there. They kind of have the whole Longhorns thing going with the Fort Worth Police Department. I've been to Fort Worth numerous times. I feel like I go to Fort Worth regularly for conferences, stuff like that. And also the fact that he quoted Texas Penal Code, so somewhere in Texas. But ultimately, I say this to say this. I say this to say this. It's clear his ego is getting in the way, right? Now, there's some truth, right? You guys know Texas v. Brown, 1979. We talk about it a bunch on this channel, law enforcement, and who actually comes from Texas. This is where the Texas Penal Code directly comes from. But it's Supreme Court case precedents for law of the land. Texas v. Brown, 1979, law enforcement needs what's called reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime before they can detain and compel identification. So the activist is saying, hey, you can't ask me for ID unless I've committed a crime. And then the police officer said, I can ask you whatever you want to include your shoe size. Both are trying to feel like get at the same thing. Can a police officer ask you anything? Yes. Can he have a consensual conversation with you? Yes. If you don't want to talk to him, can he still ask you questions? Yes. as long as you're not in a custodial, unless you're in a custodial setting where he is taking custodial custody of you, he can ask you whatever you want, and you can assert your Fifth Amendment as much as you want. Again, they're really can't. I mean, you guys aren't going to like this, but they're really canceling each other out, right? You're not in a custodial setting, so Miranda wouldn't apply. Now, with that being said, you can still not say anything, right? You can still assert your right to not say anything. But in this case, it seems like both want to hear themselves talk. And that's kind of, by and large, that's what I'm getting from this video. The activist wants to hear himself talk. The police officer wants to hear himself talk. And they're talking past each other. Now, and again, this comes down to, I look at these situations and say, well, what would I do? Well, I think the officer was wrong when he said that, well, now you're being detained because we got calls. Okay, it goes back to the first thing, right? You can detain somebody because you have reasonable articulable suspicion. So what is the point of detaining somebody and then not compelling them to identify themselves, right? What is the point? Number one, why detain somebody illegally? But if you're going to detain somebody, I guess I'm trying to understand the point of why are you going to have this continuous back and forth, right? I'm not going to detain you unless I have the legal authority to detain you. And if I'm detaining you, yeah, we're going to go through the process. So again, I don't understand why cops do this. Again, for me, it just his ego's in the way. I get it. On that First Amendment auditors, sovereign citizen types, they can be annoying to say the least. It is what it is, but it doesn't mean you can just willy-nilly detain people. So there's that aspect of it that obviously needs to be addressed. Now, the other thing is, again, both people want to hear themselves talk. I always look at this as, how would I handle this, right? How would I handle this? And again, obviously the way I handle this isn't going to get me the views that this First Amendment auditor, sovereign citizen guy is going to get, right? By him having that confrontation with law enforcement, he's going to get the views, he's going to get the likes, he's going to get the people that go to his channel. And that's fine. That's never been what this channel is about, and the most important thing for me is to go home safely. I want to go home at the end of the night, and I know antagonizing this officer is going to highly reduce the likelihood that that's going to happen. And that's just facts, right? So I'm not going to get myself into a pissing match with this gentleman. However, I'm a firm believer in giving a cops an out. It's human nature, and it's the safest thing for me to do. So the best thing for me to do is to maximize all three sides of this police triangle, right? Let's call it the police safety triangle, right? So the most important thing that I can do is maximize my safety. That's one side. The next thing is, so maximize my safety, maximize the ability for me to have redress of grievances, and then maximize the protection of my constitutional rights. So 3 sides, a triangle. So how do I do that? I give the cops an out. Hey, officer, I realize I am so you're telling me I'm detained? Okay, cool. I just want you to know, for your safety and my safety, I'm going to put my hands on top of my head. I'm going to interlace my fingers. I want you to know my wallet is in my back left pocket. My wallet is in my back right pocket. In my wallet has my identification and my credentials. I do not consent to searches or seizures of my property, but if you wish to violate my rights, I want you to know where you can get my identification and my credentials. Again, they are in this pocket. And then I'm going to say, pursuant to in accordance with Texas v. Brown, Torres v. Madrid, I understand that I am being seized, and this is no longer a consensual contact, so I'm going to assert my right to remain silent, pursuant to in accordance with, unambiguously assert my right to remain silent, pursuant to in accordance with Burgess v. Tompkins, and I'm going to shut up. And then I'm not going to say any more. And whatever he wants to do, that's on him, man. I mean, that's 100% on him. The clock is ticking. And if he is going to go in my pocket and violate my rights, perfect, right? I have literally told him case law. So whatever FOP attorneys, whatever, and again, I'm a member of the FOP, right? Whatever legal representation they're going to get, they're going to have to look at it and be like, okay, hold on. This guy quoted case law to you? Okay. He quoted Supreme Court case precedents to you. Okay. Did you have reasonable articulable suspicion? Well, if you didn't, man, dude, like, he's quoting you Supreme Court case precedents. You still violated his rights. This is an obvious constitutional right that he has that you should know. Right? So that's what I'm going to do. But again, that's not sexy, right? That's not going to get me the clicks. That's not going to get me the views. That's not going to get me, YouTube famous. And that's what a lot of these people want. But it's going to maximize my redress of grievances. It's going to maximize me affording my protections under the Constitution. And most importantly for me, in this encounter with somebody who's clearly unhinged, it's going to maximize my ability to go home safely. So again, I think that if we really want to start doing better, let's give these cops an out, and let's make sure that transparency and accountability is held to the maximum. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But I'm curious, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts in the comment section below? What do you think of this encounter? What do you think of my my interpretation of giving a cop an out? What do you guys think of that? I'm curious to know what you have to say in the comment section below. As always, guys, long live the Republic.